Greetings, mammals. Happy Molecular Solar Rising Day, or as we like to call it here, Sunday. Anyway, what we'll be doing today is 2 experiments. Now, if you follow me to my desk lab, I'll show you what I mean. Hello. Now, this is my lab. If you look here, this is a scissors, what we like to call, I don't know what you do it in your primitive terms, as in the cutting thingy, but this is my blow dryer and my straightener. It has nothing to do with the experiments we are going to undergo today, but I am a scientist and we need to look good. Anyway, I will put these away, so let us get all of these messes out of the way as we continue on our adventure of extracurricular activities. Now, that is away. This is an orange juice container. We will be using this in one of our next experiments. We will not be using that yet. This we are going to do an experiment called the bottle tornado, or bottle tornado. So what we will start off with is I am pulling my sleeves up because I do not want to get them dirty, because that will take 20 millenniums to get clean. Now, we fill up the smallest one with water, or whatever you wish to fill it up with. And we are filling up the small one first, because if you do the big one, it won't be enough, and it'll be going and overflow, yeah? So, what we do next is you have your tape, which I pre-done, because with a brain this big, you're always prepared. So, what we will do is I grab the piece of tape, I pull the big one on the top here, and you carefully make sure to get the cracks as we go around, carefully getting it so we do not let any air go in. That way it does not leak out. And just as a precaution, I will put the second piece of tape around, because as a scientist knows, you can never be too careful with everything you do. And it's always to be better to be safe than lose a molecule. Anyway, now, all you would do is from this point, you would turn it around like an hourglass and spin it as fast as you can, and you look at the top and you will see it drop down in a circular fashion, kind of clockwise I would say. Now, we go, and as you can see, as you cannot see, because it wasn't long enough. Let's try that again. And that is why we are always prepared with more tape, because things like that can happen and it would cause a mess. But lucky that was just water. If that was acid, burn the arm, you know? So, our next experiment will be caused of flooding, because we are going to be flooding the sink as we use our orange bottle. Now, while that is getting ready, I'm gonna cut this orange container. And so that we have the handle left. This is not needed anymore. So, at this point of time, I would like to say that we are gonna undergo some science-related material. I am gonna let that go for a little while longer. Now, if you remember when I recorded this, I said safety is the first measure, which is a very good thing we should keep in mind. So, if you would please grab your notebooks. I happen to have one in my shoulder because it is always good to write notes down whenever you learn something. So, safety rule number 1, always be prepared with safety first. Now, let's put that back in there. And who needs pocket protectors? Let's go this way. Now, with this, we are going to make a floating object, which some of you may call a boat. But no, it is actually called a boat because it is an acronym for something else, which is a body object able to float. Okay? Body object able to float. Now, we throw it in the water. It is a boat. No, it is not a boat. It is a body object able to float in water. Now, if we grab something heavier, though, that is not a boat, say, what would be a non-boat material? This scissors. If we throw it in the water, it will not float because it is not a boat. Now, things that we do can make them not a boat. Say we grab this. This would be a boat because its volume is less than that of what is on the outside. So we put it in, it is a boat. Now, if we add more pressure down to it, it would give it more mass, causing it to become a non-boat. As you see here, it is now sinking because I'm adding pressure and it is becoming a non-boat material. But it will always be known as a boat because also if you have water in there, it would also become a non-boat material. Now, kids, I hope you've learned a lot from this lesson, and just know, science is the only way to go.